And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our fourth edition of our Flight from the Cockpit series from Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, taking you to the archaeological town of Al Ula, northwest of the country. Stay tuned and enjoy. We're in the Private Aviation Terminal in Riyadh. Our flight is getting ready here to depart shortly to Al Ula. We're preparing the aircraft for departure here. Well, let's start with the pins. We'll be taking off the pins. We'll go around the aircraft. It's really hot in Riyadh now. It's 38 degrees Celsius and the aircraft has been parked since last night. You can imagine that it's heat soaked, so we're gonna have to cool it down in preparation for our incoming passengers. Right here, let's have a look at the cabin. Of course, the window shades were closed to block off the sunlight. Let's open all the windows here. We'll make sure that the aircraft cabin is ready to receive our passengers. We have representatives from a media company. They're going to be flying to Al Ula today. And I believe they're going to be shooting a movie. Okay, let's get the latest weather here from Riyadh 127.15.
Riyadh Airport Information Foxtrot, 0700 Zulu. Wind 182 at 7. Visibility 43. Ceiling unlimited. Temperature 38, dew point -4. Altimeter 2985. Landing runways 15 right, 15 left. Departing runways 15 right, 15 left. Clearance delivery is 121.700. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Alright, let's set the enter the flight plan here. So it's already downloaded in the secondary flight plan. We'll go ahead and click activate. And we'll execute that. We'll make sure that the departure and the destination ICAO codes are correct. And we'll set the outside air temperature here to get the takeoff thrust. It's 38 degrees Celsius. Pretty hot today. We'll also enter some parameters in the performance initiate page. We have 7 passengers on board at 170 pounds each. We're also expected to have around 7,050 pounds of fuel once the fueling is finished, and 1,000 pounds of cargo. We'll go ahead and execute that. Everything looks okay. Why don't we also get the en route flight wind update? We'll give it a couple of minutes to download all the en route winds. The VNAV setup looks okay. The transition is going to be 13,000 feet. That's cross-checked with the navigational charts. For the takeoff ref, let's enter the winds. We have from the ATIS 180 degrees at 7 knots. Let's enter the altimeter 29.85. Here you go. We have the wind components here for the takeoff. We'll set the 26 degrees for the center of gravity. That'll give us a 5.2 trim, and we can go ahead and send the takeoff speed. So after the conversion, we'll just need around 720 liters of additional fuel.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
Thanks a lot. So we checked our fuel here. We reached around a bit more than 7,000 pounds. So we're ready to
Okay,
go.
just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way. Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, we're nearing our departure time. We're just gonna call our passengers here and check that they're in the terminal. Maybe they're getting ready.
Hello?
Hey, this is your captain from the VistaJet aircraft. We're ready to go.
Wonderful. I'm almost there. See you in a few.
Okay, I want to check our cabin temperature and cabin environment here just to make sure that the aircraft is ready to go and cooled properly. You know, it's really hot outside. So we have a cabin temperature of around 23 degrees. That's fine. Yeah, the cabin, the front cabin here, the galley is a little warm because obviously the door is open, so that's normal. So we're good to go. Okay, so Jimmy, all the FMS is really programmed here. We're good to go. Flight instruments have all been checked, so we're doing
Good morning.
I think the last of our passengers just boarded the aircraft.
Hello, Captain. Hope you are doing well today.
I'm great, thank you.
Great. There's nobody else coming along today. So as far as we're concerned, we're all good to go.
All right, we're ready to go. We're going to be starting the engines now.
ATIS regulations require passengers to...
So our taxi lights are on. Anti-ice not required. Brakes and steering checked.
Reverse thrust.
First check. 2 amber. 2 green. 2 amber. 2 stowed.
If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until a paper de-ice checklist is complete. Flaps.
Flaps 20 set.
20. Altimeters.
Cross-checked.
Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
Riyadh Tower, good morning. VistaJet 582 holding Hotel 4, runway 15 left, ready for departure.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config OK.
Takeoff config OK.
Landing pulse recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
We've just been cleared for takeoff, runway 15 left. Cleared traffic on the left. And clear right. We have some crosswind here from the right, so we'll turn our ailerons into the wind and rudder to correct and center on the runway axis. I have controls, takeoff, stable, takeoff thrust, 80 knots. V1, rotate, positive rate, gear up, flaps up. Let's accelerate to 230 knots. That's still observing the restriction.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Kuwaiti 561 continue climb flight level 3 correction 280 initially and proceed direct to Vatim, call again over Vatim.
Maintaining 10,000 knots till give up fixed. We have just been cleared to Evo New Fix direct.
170 knots, sorry, I'm 48 confirm. Radio 148 till speed 170 knots, maintain heading gap, Getting off the local 132
Okay, let's put the passenger signs to automatic. Let's close the curtain here. And we'll close the galley door as well for now.
Climb flight level 150, heading 100 to the right. Right, we're heading 100, climb flight level 150, 041.
So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's move to the cabin here and mingle with our passengers and present them with our customary destination guide for Al-Ula.
So everyone, we're headed to Al-Ula. That's a very up and coming, very unique destination that you guys can think of visiting. And it's nothing short of a journey through time, so through thousands of years of history. So as is customary, we're going to be talking about the destination just to familiarize you with its location and perspective. We're also going to be talking about things like adventures, local cuisine, and something that you didn't know. So Al-Ula is a very unique new destination, up and coming. It's really expanding. There's new hotels being added every year and so on. It's located northwest of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, just north of the city of Medina, quite close to Jordan and Egypt. The destination offers various archaeological sites, as you're going to see on the next few slides. Its main attraction is Hegra, which is an archaeological site basically dating back almost 2,000 years ago. So when you look at this page, that pretty much summarizes Al-Ula, a very unique oasis in the middle of the desert in a very Mars-like setting. So you can see all of the geological formations are really, really intriguing. So we're going to be showing you Hegra. Hegra is a series of tombs that are carved in the stone. They're around 2,000 years old. They're from the Nabatean kingdom, around 2,000 years ago. You can also visit the Maraya Concert Hall. That's one of the unique attractions in the area. It's a mirrored structure that kind of blends into its immediate surroundings. You can also visit the Old Town. You can buy stuff there, handcrafts and all of these things. You can see markets. You can buy some unique souvenirs and so on. And also the Elephant Rock at the top of the slide. It's a huge rock that's around 52 meters high and geologically formed in the shape of an elephant. Very unique. There's cafes, you can go and relax there, watch the sunset. Gorgeous place. And finally, the Winter Park is a giant parking lot where people can go, and all of the bus tours originate from there. And you have a panoramic view on all of these mountainous regions all around you. And it really, really does look like Mars in a very interesting, intriguing way. And as far as food is concerned, you're going to get pampered as well. You can have a lot of choices, including traditional food, served in a traditional Bedouin kind of style. That's what the picture on the right is about. You can also enjoy nice restaurants, gourmet meals, if that's your thing. There's also the Maraya Social Club. That's the on top of the Maraya mirrored structure. that I'm going to talk about it in the next few slides. There's a rooftop that's really breathtaking in terms of views and so on. And of course, if you enjoy coffee, there's plenty of cafes all around you. They're all unique in their own way. Plenty of adventures to go around. You know, this is on the picture on the right. You can see hot air balloon rides you can take. Of course, they're not year-round. I mean, you're not going to be doing that when it's 50 degrees Celsius outside. So it does have a certain season. You'll have to look it up. And as we discussed earlier, there's bus tours that leave from the winter park. They'll take you to Hegra, the archaeological tours, all of these tombs carved in the mountains. Beautiful thing to do. You can also go to the old town where you can shop in the souk. And of course, there's plenty of hotel options, but those are quite limited at the moment and they're quite expensive. So you have to look at Booking or other hotel booking apps you have. Just book it in advance and you'll get a better rate. And finally, in our Did You Know section, you can see here in the background, I visited here around a year ago. This is what we call the Mariah Concert Hall. It's the largest mirrored structure in the world. It's really breathtaking. I mean, pictures don't do it justice. When you're actually there and you look around, when you walk around and you kind of see this building that blends into the local environment around it, that's really special. You get inside it and it's just like any other concert hall. You know, there's the seats for 550 guests. They also have state-of-the-art audio-visual technology and so on. Very, very impressive. And every year they schedule a series of performing artists. When I was there, for example, there was Bocelli. If you're into that, Bocelli's concert was really, really enjoyable. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this edition's destination guide. If you ever make it to Al Ula, please just leave a comment and let me know how that went. And go ahead, if you haven't done so, please subscribe. As you can see here, we're going to be joining the downwind shortly in Al Ula Airport. If you look around here outside the window, you can see all of the unique geological formations. These are really limited to this part of the country, the northwest, specifically the area around Hegra and Neom. You can see here also we commenced our descent through flight level 130. We're going to be adjusting our altimeter shortly to the airfield pressure. We're also we're going to be maintaining 250 knots at this stage, slowing down just as we approach the arrival procedure. So we've completed the descent checklist. We posted here on the MFD2 the approach references.
So 1050, descent 5,000 feet, tail left heading 080.
5,000, left turn heading 080, Saudi 1050.
Altimeter is set and cross-checked. So as per our arrival procedure to RNP runway 12, we have to slow down here to 230 knots. We have to be at Alpha Oscar 500 at 7,600 feet. We have some momentum here descending, so we'll just apply a bit of speed brake to slow down to 230 knots.
Saudia 7836, reduce speed 160 knots.
Reduce speed 160 knots, Saudia 7836.
We're still relying on the VNAV to observe all of the altitude restrictions here, or all the descent profile here to the runway 12.
In range checklist, APU. Started. Altimeters. 3 set cross-checked. Avionics. External lights. On. N1 target. Set.
We're having a bit of difficulty slowing down here, even with maximum spoilers applied. The next time we will have to reduce the angle of descent from 3 degrees to 2.5. That will certainly help a lot.
APU PAX transition.
San Diego, it's kind of both leisure vacation.
2500.
Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever. Down indicating. No steer. Arm centered clear. Anti-skid. Armed tested. Passenger signs. On. Wing cowl anti-ice. Continuous ignition. On. Thrust reversers. Armed. Spoilers. Stowed auto. Flaps. Set. CAS. Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
$1,000. $500.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Spoilers up. Reversers. 80 knots. Reversers idle. We have just been cleared to parking stand Sierra 5 by Al-Ula Tower. After landing checklist, landing lights, off. Anti-collision lights, off. Continuous ignition, off. Windshield heat, off. Probes, off. Wing and cowl anti-ice, it's off. Spoilers, stowed. Flaps, 0. ATCT CAS, alt on. Radar, standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist. Taxi lights. Parking brake. Reverse thrust. Generators 1 and 2. Engine 2. Fuel boost pumps. Off. Engine 1 shut down. Checking ITTs below 350 degrees. Fourteenth stage off. Let's take the beacon off. Nose steer off. ATC TCAS standby. Let's get the chocks in. Parking brake set. Passenger signs off. Cabin differential pressure 0. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Next checklist, quick turnaround.
All right. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, Leah. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Okay, as we bid our farewells to our passengers, we're going to be getting ready to return this aircraft to Riyadh. I hope you had a good time with us today. I hope you learned something new about this destination that we're flying into today. But for now, we're going to be leaving the aircraft momentarily just to fill out some paperwork here in the terminal. So this is it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this flight to Al Ula. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and do subscribe.